Be funny if we both got it wrong, eh? If I did the good thing and you did the bad one.
No. Wouldn't be funny at all.
Hi, Jed. Congratulations on winning the 11 Second Club for this animation. It looks really good. My name is Nicole Herr. I am a mentor here with Animation Mentor and a senior animator with Walt Disney Imagineering. Most recently, you'll have seen animation that I did on the recent Lion King movie. Beyond that, Open Season, Watchmen, Lion King, Jungle Book, Titanic, Legends of Gahul, just lots of different things over the last 23 years. If you're curious about my entire scope of work, go to my website, NicoleHerr.com. All right, let's take a look at this. It looks really good. You should be very proud of it. So, taking a look. I like that you actually animated the tongue. Because that's something that a lot of people actually overlook when they're animating is if you can see inside of the mouth, you should animate the tongue. It's one of those things that is a lot of people just don't always remember to do. So it's really cool to see that you actually did that. All right. So one of the things that I'm noticing is this really stark difference on the white and the black on the chessboard. I love the dark sort of, background. It's like you've got the hell and the heaven going on here. I think that works really well. The problem with the stark difference on the chessboard is that you're losing contact with some of the locations of where the pieces are, like the white standing out beautifully, but the black is getting lost in the black chessboard. The white is getting lost on the white marble of the counter. So I'd go with slightly change the colors of the chess pieces so that you can see better what's going on with both. I do like the fact that on this guy here, on this chess piece, you made it really noticeable that it is a knight just because of how you've rotated the piece. But if you look down here, you'll start seeing clumps of, like, I think there might be two pieces here, but I'm not 100% sure. It's like you start seeing clumps of things and things are getting lost because of the and even here you've got two pieces. I know that those are two pieces. Things are getting lost because of the color. So because you're putting color in and it looks great, definitely it's something that you want to think about. Like all of this up here is reading really well because you're showing the highlights, but the chessboard is pretty flat. All right, and that's pretty integral to this animation. You've got a character who's actively playing chess, so you want to make sure that the board actually reads. Okay, now I'm looking at his body. So here on this hand over here, right now all the fingers are moving as a unit. So I like to call those mittens and gloves. So mittens, all the fingers move together. Gloves, all the fingers have independent timing. So I would switch that hand to have, like, when that hand comes up, instead of everything moving as a unit, and break it up so that you get a little bit of an extra flair on those fingers. It's a super simple thing to do, but right now everything's timed together. Normally when you open up a fist, if you slow it down, you'll see that you lead with one of the fingers. So in this case, what I would do would be lead with the index finger, have the pinky follow. And what that'll do is when he comes up and he opens up the finger, you've got the flare in there, but I'd add extra to it. So when it comes up, the pinky is the last thing to move, and you get this nice overlapping action happening on the fingers themselves, and you break them up internally. You're doing the right thing. It's just, I think you can break it up just a little bit more. And you've got it here on this hand, you've got the whole gloves action happening, but you're definitely, on the other hand, you're still in mittens. All right, and then another thing that like this guy comes up here, you've got a nice little overlap. I'd push that just a little bit more. It's subtle. I'd push it just a little more. I like you've got the shoulders animated. That's nice. Yeah, the dialogue's reading nicely. Because you're not afraid to use the corners. Corners in and out. It's amazing how just little things really make a difference in your animation. I like that he's slightly cross-eyed here at the beginning. You've got a little overlapping action on the earring. The eyebrows are moving a little bit together. I'd break them up. So like here, maybe he comes down and comes up. Here you've got a little breaking up, but maybe even here, just pushing it down just a little bit more, so that what you're doing is you're allowing him, when he goes into the A, it becomes more of a question mark. So like even here, both got it wrong, A. So just a little bit more of a up on this side. So it becomes a little bit of a question mark up there. So when he comes down here, I'd allow it to come down so that you get just a little bit more push on this side, because he's talking in that direction. So you want to have the face almost open in this way. So like here, you've got a little bit of that, and you're pushing the eyes in the same direction. So here, I'd close down this side just a little so that you are really enhancing that sense that he's talking in that one way. That's a nice blend. And then same note on the fingers on this side. And here I'd push the eyelids down just a little, so that then you're really saying he's focusing down, so that then when he goes up here, you get that nice flare up. All right, that's nice, because you're switching over to here. And here in this one, the chessboard doesn't bother me as much, and I think it's because of the light behind, although the white is getting lost on this side. All right, I love the pearly gates. It really, you're really enhancing the heaven and hell look here. I like the yeah, that's nice. It's reading nicely. I'd break up the fingers just a little bit. I like the big difference between the two animation styles, or the two animations of the characters. I like that there's a large variation. You've got the one character who's a little bit more big. You've got the other character who's really contained. I like that difference. I think that actually really pushes that heaven and hell, difference. The one thing that I might add in just a little bit throughout the entire animation is saccadic eye movement. So saccadic eye movement is those tiny little eye darts that we put in, and what they do is they help just keep the character alive. It's a subtle little thing that just literally, it's little tiny eye darts, and it's the character picking up little details of things that are happening in the world around them. So if you're looking at this picture, I might look over here for a couple frames. I might look down here, and my eye is going to be darting all around. So one of the things that we do is we add in those tiny little saccadic movements into our character in an area where a character's like here, where he's looking up at the other character. Tiny, and they are more felt than seen. Tiny little eye darts that what they do is they help really bring in the fact that the character's looking at something else. So it's I'm looking all around this other character, and then you get into this guy, you'll see just tiny little eye darts happening in his eyes, and that'll also help keep your character alive. I really like his big body shake. It's so contained. It's fun. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Overall, you should be really proud of where this animation is. I think that you've done a really good job on this animation, really making two characters fit in the same world, yet be very different enough that you get a good sense of your two characters. They're very different personalities. I like the overlap on the belly. I think I just saw a pop. Hold on. Yeah, right at the very end of him. That. So right here, sorry, 158. Look at his belly right at the very end. You've got a pop happening on his shirt. So I would lose that, because see how it's pretty static, and then all of a sudden, pop. Definitely fix that frame. That's a quick fix, although it does mean, of course, re-rendering. But I would re-render anyway for the chess set. Something that would help the chess set is whatever you're doing here to get these little tiny highlights, that actually would help the chess set. The pieces stand out from each other. That would help. But I would change the color of the pieces from the color of the board. All right. But yeah, definitely fix that pop. I'm looking everywhere else on that frame to see if there's anything else. Yeah, I think it's just that. But overall, you should be really proud of this. This is a really nice animation. So congratulations on winning the 11-second club for the month. And yeah, I look forward to seeing more animations from you. Good job. Keep going.